crowd was frantically yelling Jenny's name by the wall while Jay cracked a joke beside me. But Jenny stayed silent, while David heroically shouted her name like he was on a mission. Subtitles, however, Jenny didn't show up at all. Instead, Amy unexpectedly made eye contact with starry eyes, causing all sorts of mischief along the way, and ultimately ended up finding Jay in the interrogation room. Jay had no clue where Amy was. He just told her to hurry and fetch the handcuff key. As Jay stopped talking, silence came from Amy, making him fear being ghosted again. Meanwhile, Starry Eyes stifled a laugh. Well, this is it. No escaping this time. Suddenly the glass cracked, and then came a few shots. The glass shattered, and this time Amy didn't ditch Jay, though her shooting skills were, let's say, below average. Mother's single shot hit its target. Once Starry Eyes fled, Amy jumped in to free Jay, and off they went on a mad dash. Oh, that scene was quite a riot. They sprinted into a drive-in theater, surrounded by lovebirds on dates. I thought to myself, bringing Starry Eyes here just might turn this into a couple's buffet gone wild. But who has time for that? They rushed into the crowd while Starry Eyes closed in, with couples peeking at the masked menace. Strangely, everyone seemed calm. As long as they didn't want a repeat meet-up, they'd be just fine. The mask didn't show a hint of panic. Some folks thought they were watching a cosplay event. The duo rushed to a car, hopped in, and then they heard a ruckus from the back seat. It turned out that a couple was making love in the back seat. Starry Eyes walked up to the car without noticing them at all, and in a relaxed atmosphere, Amy angrily complained about her experiences of the day. The noise from the couple's cooking was ridiculous. Amy worried it'd attract Starry Eyes, so she hastily shushed them. But the food smelled so good that they couldn't stop. Chaos erupted, and Starry Eyes began a slaughter. Subtitles. It didn't matter whether male or female, anyone standing in her way would be dealt with, and precisely at that moment. Amy in the crowd suddenly paused. Hey, a bit of unintentional romance, right? Finds L, 3/4 eq, plus or minus paragrapho, circumflex cyrillic letter 4 bb paragrapho, circumflex u ring o sense 3 o amat e circumflex a amat h hiko Chinese letter not sign a tilde o say a tilde I circumflex micro e or e amat u circumflex bound. They borrowed a cross from the couple as a weapon, then Starry Eyes attacked from behind. But Jay was no match for him, getting knocked down in just a few flips. Just when Starry Eyes was about to finish him off, Amy jumped out. Subtitles. She didn't hesitate a bit and took him out, just as if she was playing a video game. Then Amy grabbed a vase nearby and smashed it over Starry Eyes' head, and he was stunned. He stood dazed for a moment, then suddenly turned and grabbed Amy by the neck. Jay seized the moment to stab Starry Eyes. When Amy pulled off the mask to recognize him, they found they didn't know him at all, so they sat by the ambulance chatting. Jay invited Amy to the hotel to praise the ad plan. Technically, they were discussing work, but you know what it is, Amy turned him down yet again. Before she could explain, the serious officer popped up to drive Jay home. I thought, is Jay hinting that he's interested too? I was sensing she liked Jay, why else would she be so sweet? Before leaving, she wrote her number on Amy's palm. Just Jay smiled and hopped into her car to leave. And then the scene shifted. Back home, Amy took a hot shower and lounged in the couch, dreaming of those sweet moments with Jay. Just then her bestie FaceTimed her, worried about Amy being home alone. Seeing her bestie got Amy spilling her heart out. It was like she was crushing on Jay. She thought Jay might make a great partner, but kinda messed it up because Jay had already left. But her bestie encouraged her to go boldly after what she wanted to go find someone who loves her. So Amy decided to chase after Jay right away, but got a mysterious call along the way. Subtitles. Amy embarked on a solitary taxi ride to reach the church, where she witnessed Jay being held captive by the enigmatic figure known as Starry Eyes, his plight seemingly insurmountable. Starry Eyes slowly took off her mask, and it was her all along. Not that surprised, though, she hardly had any presence on screen before. Amy asked who they killed before, and David casually said it was just a die-hard fan. Meanwhile, they had 3 of them. And out of nowhere, a lady exclaimed, "What? You are the real Jay?" That twist wasn't in my playbook. They use murder for kicks purely for their twisted pleasure. Former girlfriend's demise was just a part of their game. The reason they targeted Amy and Jay was spotting their kiss at the restaurant. No matter how much they insisted it was just for show, Starry Eyes had keen eyes, seeing genuine feelings. Now the dilemma rose: a single bullet left. Should she sacrifice herself to save Jay, or the other way around? David was busy chuckling when he noticed the wounded and realized the gravity of the situation. While they were preoccupied, Amy pulled Jay away, and it turned into an explosive getaway, David firing shots, forcing them to hide under a table. Just then, Starry Eyes swaggered over with a knife, his health bar dropping like a video game. Like bullets made no difference.